So our activity is today, what is the difference between homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture? What is the aim of our today activity? First of all, we have to learn what is homogeneous mixture. What is homogeneous mixture? The mixture in which composition is uniform. The mixture in which composition of particle is uniform. What is heterogeneous mixture? The mixture in which composition of particle is non-uniform. Okay, so we have to take first of all, these are 4 beaker of 200 milliliter. Now I use potassium permanganate. This is potassium permanganate. Okay. So first of all, one spatula of potassium permanganate we take and insert in this beaker. Another beaker also we use one spatula of potassium permanganate. And now we use potassium sulfate. We use potassium sulfate and copper sulfate in 2 beaker. This is copper sulfate. We add another 1 spatula of copper sulfate. Now, if I add some water in this beaker, this is near about 100 milliliter, and this is also near about 100 milliliter, and we stir by the glass rod. We stir by the glass rod. And what is the color of this solution? Dark purple. What is the color of this solution is? And what is the color of this solution is also? Thank you, student. If I add water in this beaker, what is the color of this solution? Which salt we add in this? Which salt we add in this beaker? Copper sulfate, blue vitriol, copper sulfate. Okay. And now, if I add some water in this beaker, what is the color of this solution also? Light blue. Is there a difference between this beaker and this beaker? Yes. In color, it is and it is lightest blue. Okay. So if I add some particles or some crystal of potassium permanganate in last 2 beaker with the help of spatula, by stirring this glass rod, what is the color of this? Purple. And what is the color of this solution? First of all, it is blue, but now it is the color of this purple. And what are the chemicals in this? Copper sulfate and potassium permanganate. Copper sulfate and potassium permanganate. Okay. So beaker first and this is beaker second. What is the color? Purple. So it is your homogeneous mixture. So it is your homogeneous mixture because composition of particle is uniform. But in this, because we add 2 type of crystal, copper sulfate and potassium permanganate, so this is your heterogeneous mixture. This is your heterogeneous mixture. Okay. Can anyone tell me another example of homogeneous mixture? Another example of homogeneous mixture like air. Air is example of a homogeneous mixture because air contains lot of gases like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. But there is no color for any gas, so here is a mixture of homogeneous. And what is the example of another example of heterogeneous mixture? Water in oil. Water in oil. When we add some water in oil, or you can say that oil in water, there is a separate layer between the water and oil. So that is example of heterogeneous mixture. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Like that sand particle in water. Okay, that is another example of a heterogeneous mixture. So student, this is the activity that is difference between homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous. Thank you.
तेरी सरहद पार जो कर पाए